이 친구는 미국에서 록클라이밍 코치로 일해서인지 영어를 꽤나 잘한다. 내가 고산병으로 하도 고생하고 있고 기침으로 말도 못하고 해서 그렇지 맞는 대화를 나눌 수 있는 사람이다. 바람이 적당히 불어서인지 쉽사리 이륙창공을 날았다. 사실 나는 패러글라딩을 처음 경험해 보는 거라 무지 겁을 먹었는데 떨어져 죽으면 코치 당신도 죽을 거잖아 하면서 마음을 내려놓으니까 진짜 아무 두려움 없이 하늘을 나른다. 얼마나 신나고 기분이 좋은지 고산병이고 설사고 감기고 아무것도 생각 없이 무상무념으로 나른다. 양쪽 협곡의 절벽들은 오랜 세월 풍파와 비바람으로 침식된 예술 조각품 같은 절벽을 만들고 너무너무 좋다. 그래서 사람들은 하늘을 날려고 하는가 보다. 하늘 위에서 바라본 세상은 그저 하찮은 미물들의 속세. 누구 키가 조금 더 크고 누가 돈이 더 많고 누가 공부 더 잘하고 이 모든 게 무상무념으로 변해버린다. 천상의 세계가 이럴까?
Bolivia, country of west-central South America. Extending some 950 miles, 1,500 kilometers, north-south and 800 miles, 1,300 kilometers, east-west. Bolivia is bordered to the north and east by Brazil, to the southeast by Paraguay, to the south by Argentina, to the southwest and west by Chile, and to the northwest by Peru. Bolivia shares Lake Titicaca, the second largest lake in South America, after Lake Maracaibo, with Peru. The country has been landlocked since it lost its Pacific coast territory to Chile in the War of the Pacific 1879–84. But agreements with neighboring countries have granted it indirect access to the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans. The constitutional capital is the historic city of Sucre, where the Supreme Court is established, but the administrative capital is La Paz, where the executive and legislative branches of government function.
Bolivia is traditionally regarded as a highland country. Although only one-third of its territory lies in the Andes Mountains, most of the nation's largest cities are located there, and for centuries the highlands have attracted the nation's largest amount of mining, commercial, and business investment. In the late 20th century, however, the demographic and economic landscape began to change as the eastern lowlands, particularly the department of Santa Cruz, developed rapidly. The country has a rich history. It was once the center of the ancient Tiwanaku Empire, and from the 15th to the early 16th century it was a part of the Inca Empire. After the arrival of the conquistadores, Bolivia was subsumed within the Viceroyalty of Peru, and it provided Spain with immense wealth and silver.
Bolivia's mountainous western region, which is one of the highest inhabited areas in the world, constitutes an important economic and political center. There the Andes reach their greatest breadth and complexity. The system in Bolivia is dominated by two great parallel ranges. To the west along the border with Chile is the Cordillera Occidental, which contains numerous active volcanoes and the spectacular Uyuni Salt Flat. The Cordillera is crowned by the republic's highest peak, Mount Sajama, reaching an elevation of 21,463 feet, 6,542 meters. To the east is the Cordillera Oriental, whose spectacular northern section near La Paz is called Cordillera Real, Royal Range. An impressive line of snow-capped peaks, some exceeding 20,000 feet, 6,100 meters, characterize this northern section, which maintains an average elevation of more than 18,000 feet, 5,500 meters, for more than 200 miles, 320 kilometers. Between these ranges lies the Altiplano, high plateau, which extends from southern Peru through Bolivia to northern Argentina. The plateau is a relatively flat floor depression about 500 miles, 800 kilometers long and 80 miles 130 kilometers wide, lying at elevations between 12,000 and 12,500 feet, 3,650 and 3,800 meters.
To the north of the Cordillera Real is the Apalabamba Range, bordered on the western slopes by lakes and protected areas where vicuñas, alpacas, and llamas thrive. Terraced fields built hundreds of years ago lie at the foothills of snow-covered peaks, which have been sacred to the Indians since ancient times. The surface of the Altiplano is composed mostly of water and windborne deposits from the bordering mountains, and it slopes gently southward. It's even misbroken by occasional hills and ridges. The margins of the Altiplano are characterized by numerous spurs and interlocking alluvial fans, accumulations of silt, gravel, and other debris that were brought down from the mountains and that have spread out in the shape of a fan. In the middle of the Altiplano are the Titicaca and Putpo lakes and basins, which traditionally have been important agricultural, economic, and cultural areas.